What if the most feared boxer in history was once just a troubled kid lost in Brooklyn? Before the world knew the name Mike Tyson, before the thunderous knockouts, the legendary stare-downs, and the heavyweight belts, there was just a boy fighting for survival on the unforgiving streets. Stick around and subscribe now for the legendary rise of Mike Tyson. Picture Brooklyn in the late 1970s, a place pulsing with energy, but also shadowed by hardship. This was where young Mike Tyson grew up, his childhood marked not by stability or comfort, but by chaos and struggle. The streets were his battleground long before he ever set foot in a boxing ring. By the tender age of 13, Tyson had been arrested nearly 40 times. Petty crimes, street fights, and a constant battle to find his place in a world that seemed determined to keep him down. To outsiders, he looked like a lost cause, a kid destined for a life behind bars, not beneath the bright lights. But underneath his tough exterior, Mike was searching for something more. A way out, a purpose, a reason to believe in himself. That chance came in the form of a man named Cus D'Amato. Cus was no ordinary boxing coach. He was a mentor, a father figure, and most importantly, a believer. Where others saw a troubled youth, Cus saw raw potential, untapped power waiting to be unleashed. He took Mike under his wing, introducing him to the discipline and artistry of boxing. Training with Cus was grueling. It was more than just learning to throw a punch. It was about sculpting the mind as much as the body. Mike trained relentlessly, often waking before dawn to run, shadow box, and drill the fundamentals. Cus taught him that fear could be transformed into strength, that pain could become motivation. For the first time, Mike found stability, a structured routine, someone who believed in him, and a dream that felt within reach. As the years went by, Mike Tyson's dedication became legendary. In the gym, he was a force of nature, relentless, focused, and hungry. He devoured old fight tapes, studying the greats who came before him, learning the science behind every movement. Outside the ring, he battled his demons, but inside, he found clarity, a place where the chaos of the world faded away, replaced by the singular goal of becoming the best. Then came the moment that would change everything. On November 22, 1986, at just 20 years old, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring to challenge Trevor Berbick for the heavyweight championship of the world. The bell rang, and in just 5 minutes and 35 seconds, history was made. Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion ever, a record that still stands today. His fists were like iron, his presence intimidating, his rise meteoric. Every punch he threw echoed with the weight of his struggles, his pain, and his relentless drive. But Tyson's journey was far from over. The world watched as he bulldozed through opponent after opponent, claiming titles and earning his place among the legends of boxing. His power was unmatched, his style unmistakable. He became a global icon, a symbol of raw talent, intensity, and the indomitable will to win. Yet, with greatness came new challenges. Fame and fortune brought temptations and pressures, and Tyson's life outside the ring began to unravel. Personal tragedies struck hard, most notably, the death of his beloved mentor, Cus D'Amato. Without Cus's guidance, Tyson struggled to find his footing. The media spotlight grew brighter, and the scrutiny more intense. Controversy, legal troubles, and personal demons threatened to consume him. There were moments when it seemed like the Iron Mike era was over, knocked down not by an opponent in the ring, but by the weight of his own mistakes. The world watched as Tyson fell from grace, losing his titles, his reputation, and even his freedom. It was a stunning reversal for a man who had once seemed invincible. But true champions aren't defined by how hard they hit. They're defined by how hard they can get hit and keep moving forward. Tyson's story didn't end in defeat. Instead, it became a story of resilience, redemption, and the power of second chances. After serving time and enduring public humiliation, Tyson returned to the ring. He fought not just for titles, but for redemption, for a chance to prove, to himself and the world, that he could rise again. The comeback wasn't perfect. The road was still filled with obstacles and setbacks. but every step forward was a testament to Tyson's unbreakable spirit. In the years that followed, Tyson reinvented himself. He became an author, an actor, a podcast host, and a voice for mental health awareness. He spoke openly about his struggles, his regrets, and the lessons he'd learned along the way. No longer just a symbol of power and aggression, Tyson emerged as a complex figure, vulnerable, honest, and deeply human. Today, Mike Tyson stands as more than just a boxing legend. His life is a powerful reminder that greatness isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. His journey from the streets of Brooklyn to the pinnacle of boxing, through the depths of despair and back into the light, inspires millions around the world. Do you believe in second chances? If Tyson's story has moved you, drop a boxing glove emoji in the comments. Share this story with a friend and subscribe for more legends like Tyson. Because every champion has a story, and every story has the power to change a life.